Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai. All praises unto Yahweh Shemi Al Shai, Wahara Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone. Honest you brothers that be pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. So this is going to be a video going into this thing of Semitism or anti-Semitic, okay, and using the inspiration for this video today, this politician, British politician, Jeremy Corbyn, and basically, if I read the article, you get the gist of what he was doing or the allegations against him. But I'm really going to go into or be revisiting the actual word Semitic, and to show you that being anti-Semitic, okay, or what they call an anti-Semitism, all right, is the incorrect term for hatred towards the so-called Jews, okay? Because pretty much when you go into the scriptures, the words, which I'm going to show you in a second, the word or Semitic or anti-Semitism goes back onto the Hebrew word or Hebrew name Shem, all right, which was one of the three sons of Noah. And pretty much you have a lot of lines, okay, a lot of patriarchs that come out of Shem, which I'm going to show you, all right. But this hatred towards the so-called Jews is not without a biblical origin, because pretty much when you read the scriptures, you find out that the real Jews, okay, are the Negroes or that you have out there within America. That's the tribe of Judah, hence the word Jew. And by proxy, when you had the kingdom of Judah split away from the northern kingdom of Israel, because the whole entirety of it was known as the kingdom of Israel during the reign of King David, then you have what was known as the Jews as a collective, being that Judah was the head tribe. So Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, by proxy, were known as the Jews. That's the origin of the term Jews. Okay, but that was really a collective of the vast majority of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, and some of the other tribes to make up the 12 tribes of Israel was also there. The New Testament, the so-called New Testament, shows you that they had it to where all the 12 tribes were there, but predominantly it was Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, and you had a remnant of the other 9 tribes. Because the other 9 tribes, when you go into the history during the Assyrian captivity, during the times of the Assyrian, the rulership of the world by way of the Assyrians, you find out one of the conquests that the Assyrians had was a conquest against not only Israel, but also against Judah. But see, the Lord prevailed, rather the Lord helped, and Judah prevailed when the Assyrian conquest came about to try and conquer Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, what was known as the Jews then. But going back onto this particular article, all right, and going back onto the statement I was making, all right, that these so-called Jews, all right, which are really the nation of Amalek, or the tribe of Amalek, of the nation of Esau, the head tribe of the Edomites, the hatred towards them is not without our biblical origins. When you go into the scriptures, you find out that Amalek was going to be the least of the people. He was going to be the most hated out of all of the nations. They was going to be despised because of their inherent nature to go about and spreading a disease, spreading of which not only disease of the outwardly, but also inwardly a disease. Because when you check out this guy, Alexander the so-called Great, and you check out his lineage and his heritage, we basically believe that he was of the tribe of Amalek. And what did he go about spreading? Okay, his generals, his so-called contemporaries, what did they go about spreading? They didn't go about spreading righteousness throughout the world. You go into the book of Maccabees, it says that when Alexander and them guys came into rulership, basically you had the whole world fall into a state of a moral decay. And this is the same thing that you're seeing these affiliate so-called Jewish families, okay, which rule the world right now. Now, you can call them the so-called bankers. You can call them the elite, whatever you want to call them. The people that run the world right now are the so-called Jews. And this world is not liberated of iniquity. This world has dwelled into the realms of iniquity. It is dwelled into the realms of Satanism, and it's dwelled into the realms of evil. This is because this is the inherent nature of these Amalekites, which you know today as the so-called Jews, who have taken on the identity of the real Jews, which is the tribe of Judah, and also to the nation of Israel, which is the Israelites, okay, the nation of Israel, the Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So this geezer says, so with reference to these geezer, Jeremy Corbyn, they say he may not be anti-Semitic, but he gives too many people grounds for doubt for it. Okay, in exclusive opinion poll of the Independent, 60% of people say allegations of anti-Semitism in the Labour Party have been handled badly, etc., etc., etc. So if you want to read that article, you can read that article. I'm really using this as the premise to go into this thing of anti-Semitism and give you a little background history on what happened with reference to Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, and really the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, and also to the origins, okay, of this term Semitic. So when you go into the Google, okay, when you go into the Google and you put just simply Semitic, okay, hence anti-Semitic, you cut this whole thing of anti-Semitism, because this is what it says. Okay, so this is you can see this is the first result that's come back. Semitic, okay, Semitic, relating to or denoting a family of the languages that include Hebrews, Arabic, Aramaic, ancient languages, and so on and so forth. Okay, which is which really, that's like, more or less correct. Okay, but we want to go a little bit deeper than that and find, what's this word Semitic really pertaining to? Okay, so they got the next one. This is from the Wikipedia. This is the second result. It says Semitic people or Semitic cultures, biblical, and it's got the word Shem there, which is important because this is the father, okay, the patriarch of the nation not the nation, because it's not really a nation, but the people that you call Shemitic. Okay, Shem was a term for an ethnic, cultural, or racial group. Okay, and they say who spoke really is who were these children of. Okay, and it's not just Jews. Okay, or the so-called Jews. You got a lot of people that come from this man Shem. Okay, just like how you got a whole lot of people that come from the nation of Ham. Okay, like you got Canaanites, you got who else? I think Horites come from Ham. Okay, Havites, I believe, come from Ham, and so on and so forth. I'm trying to remember the history off the top of my head, but you got a whole different family groups, if you will, that come from the man Ham, but they are all Hamitic. The same thing goes for Shem. Okay, you got a whole bunch of people that come from Shem, but the promise came down onto who? It didn't go through Ham. It didn't go through Japheth. It came through the man Shem, and subsequently came down to who? Israel. Okay, the man you know from the scriptures as Jacob. Okay, who are the Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans today? Okay, so that's how they took this whole word and basically mangled the word. Okay, the word is not the word is not. It's got something to do with the Israelites, but really it's got the word Semitic or Shemitic, which it should really be Shemitic, deals with a whole bunch of people. Okay, now let's go into the sons of Shem. All right, so the sons of Shem, you got let's go into the Wikipedia, because this will show you. Okay, so the children of Shem. Okay, so these are the sons of Shem, of which Shem was one of the three sons of Noah. Okay, the three. If you want to go back to the three patriarchs during the time of Noah, you could say he was one of the three patriarchs. Okay, but really, you got to go deeper than that, because the Lord divided the nations up even more. Okay, even unto the sons of Shem. For instance, you got one of the first sons is Elam. Okay, Elam is the East Indians that you got in the world today. Okay, and I believe they are the Medo-Persians when they was ruling. That was like the kingdom of Elam, if you will. Okay, so you got Asher. Okay, you got Arphaxad, of which we're going to be interested in. Arphaxad, you got Lud and Aram, and you got a nation. I believe there was a nation that came from Asher. Okay, and you had a nation that came from Aram, which was what? The Assyrians. Okay, now continuing, we go into the Arphaxad, of which the line came through Arphaxad. You go to the children of Arphaxad, you got Salah, the children of Salah. Okay, you got Eber, of which that's where you get the word Hebrew from, because Eber, okay, is the word Ibar, okay, or Hebrew. Okay, that's where that term Hebrew came, because of these children, those were known as Hebrews. Okay, So you could say this: you're a Benjamite, rather more your whatever your name is. Okay, of the children of Benjamin, of the children of Israel. Okay, a Hebrew. Okay, Shemitic. Okay, blah 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 blah. Okay, if you get what I'm trying to say. Okay, so so we're interested in Peleg. Okay, but these are the sons of Eber. Okay, you got Joktan and Peleg. Okay, and the children of Peleg were who? Okay, one child. Okay, Reu. Okay, Reu. Okay, all right, and he was the son of Peleg. Okay, and his children. One of interest was Serug. Okay, of Serug, you had it where you had Nahor, and of Nahor you had who? You had Terah. Okay, which was the father of Abraham. Okay, and then you go for other children of Terah was Abraham, Nahor the second, Haran, and obviously Sarai, which became I believe she had she was the wife of somebody else. I think. I'm mixing up the history a little bit. I'll stick with this so I don't don't cut myself or something like that. Okay, so let's go into to Abraham. Okay, Abraham. Okay, he was a father of other nations. Okay, so you got Ishmael, which is okay. Some of them are the Arabs out there. Okay, because the word Arab means mixed. So you got a whole bunch of nations amidst those Arabs. But for the most part, them Arabs that you see in there, they're from Ishmael. You got Isaac, that's of the chosen line, of which when you go into the children of Isaac, who were the children of Isaac? Okay, you got Jacob and Esau, all right, of which Esau himself, okay, he is Shemitic. And Jacob, he is Shemitic. Okay, he's a Hebrew Shemitic Edomite. And we're the Hebrew, or rather more the Shemitic Hebrew, okay, Israelites. Okay, so that's another nation. So you got two nations that come out of just Isaac, of which the line came to who? Jacob, who are the Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans. Okay, of which they've stolen our identity. Now they're calling themselves the Jews. Now they've taken the whole identity of all of these different nations and they've coined this term anti-Semitic, which I've just showed you at least, what is it, maybe 5 or 6 different nations that come out of the line of Shem. Okay, 1, 2 is Jacob and Esau. Okay, let's go backwards. 3 is Ishmael. Okay, you got the Midianites. That's what. That's 3 there. I believe all of these may have become nations in themselves. All the children of Ishmael, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so you got a whole bunch of people that they've just taken the identity of, and they've coined the term Shemitic. We got a whole bunch of nations that come out of Shem, and hence the term Shemitic, man. Okay, so that was just a little history on that term, Shemitic. Hopefully I didn't do it too much disjustice, and hopefully the point was made, okay, that term Shemitic is not just pertaining to them so-called Jews, or which they're not even Jews themselves, but they are Shemitic. They are Shemitic, all right, but they're not just the only Semites that you got there. You got a whole bunch of people that are of Shem, okay? You got it to where, you got this war against terror that you got out there against the Muslims. Well, that's anti-Semitism. Okay, you got this war against the Muslims. They're of Shem. Okay, they're of the seed of Shem. Okay, I believe Moab even comes out of Shem, if I'm not mistaken, in remembering my history. All right, but pretty much, that's the video. Okay, hopefully it was of edification. With that, I'm gonna say all praise unto Yahweh Shemi Ashai Wahara Krakadash. Double honors unto the apostles, a great millstone. Honors you brothers to be pushing this truth in sincerity. Shalom.